closing just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. They face second down and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
Yeah, yeet!
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
In motion, Shakir. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6.
Hey, tight.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Allen gonna give this to Davis. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Now here's Aaron Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
We are through. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll try the left side with Jones. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Christian Benford brings him down. Second and 7. Here we go, set. Again, it's Jones. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. They run it once more with Jones. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Now it's Allen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
11 yards on the connection there. It'll be a Vikings first down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll lead to a second down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. 56, 56. Half 10. Good shot.
Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's third down and a few inches. To try and run for the first down with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get about 5. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house.
Alert!
Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Off 52.
Once again, it's Cook. Yeah! And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Middle, 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 middle. Alert, alert, alert. That's it.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
56, 56. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir.
What's that?
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
What's that?
On 2nd down, Cook. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Alert! What's that?
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
What's that?
A run up the middle with Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Alert! 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 What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Look out!
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
We're outside. Outside.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam.
Point in the game, Mike, we all know.
GG's. Nigga.